Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Franklin, as we all know. So as we say that I tap you a tick or I tip you a tick, whatever it is. Welcome to the Tech Tips. Today our YouTube video is in a different. We are kind of like talking about Marcus Brownlee, someone I wanted to be like, when they come to YouTube, I've aspired to be like him. So just first April recently, I was watching one of his videos. Actually, I was in class before that happened, and the title was a review of a Mac. And I keep on wondering, we haven't heard anything from Apple about a new Mac in the system. But well, you got to believe him because he's one of the best tech reviewers out there in the world. So, watching from the beginning, he was actually with a dog to the end, and wondering why he's actually having a dog in the video. So this is why I keep on enjoying, somehow relating to the dog. I'm like, no, I don't think so. So maybe at the end he'll reveal out the main Mac the Apple release that we are not aware about. So we keep on enjoying. But let's always just watch this abstract of the video so you cannot relate to what I actually mean.
Less features, and then you sort of get to evolve them over time. So first of all, basic specs. This is the mid-size version in the mocha cream color, about 30 pounds. Fun fact too, every unit sold is a unique colorway, like I said, and a lot of them look like pretty similar, but there was lots of small details on each unit that will be just a little bit different and appreciated by the person who gets it. Then this model has a soft touch finish that actually slowly changes over time. And overall, I'd say build quality is solid. It's sturdy. It's pretty easy to wash, although I'd recommend taking it to a certified cleaner. They usually do a better job. So the Mac didn't come with any sort of screen protector or case or bumpers or anything like that, but I've generally found you don't actually need one. They're pretty sturdy and well built without one. But if you do get one, just know that they're a pretty rough sizing model. It's not the same exact cutouts for every single one, but if you get one, just make sure yours doesn't cover the ventilation system at the front or the exhaust system at the back. So you've got a bunch of sensors up at the front. This is where the
You're enjoying it, right? Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go ahead, click and then watch full video if you want to. Okay, yeah.
Action happens. So there's dual monochrome sensors with autofocus assist by this middle sensor that the manufacturer calls a snout sensor, but it seems to operate the exact same way that laser autofocus does, meaning it just helps the main sensors. So like if you covered it up, it would still work. It could still take in the surroundings, but it's kind of just like the same as laser autofocus. Also, there's a pair of microphones, one on either side for audio processing for voice commands. So all these sensors put together help the Mac to navigate surroundings and not bump into things as it moves around its environment. So I just want to say battery life is okay, but it's not amazing. It's really not great. A lot of these new technologies we give a pass because they're so novel and so cool that we'll focus on battery life in later generations. This one, you need to charge by the end of the day. Every time. The way you charge isn't necessarily how you'd expect. There is no USB port. I looked, trust me. But there are a bunch of other ways to potentially charge up. So it's got fast charging in the form of this energy transfer with any number of first-party made-for-Mac materials. And they're great. You can literally just buy a box of them. But of course, there are a bunch of other materials that they say you're not supposed to power it with, but...
And this part I keep on enjoying and expecting that something will come out from it or be seeing the tech product. Still nothing. Let's keep on watching.
Friends, and then guard those best friends from outside threats. So when we got into the studio, all the AI and the sensors immediately looked over the environment, identified the entryways, and just went into protection mode. So I guess that's how it delivers out the box. And it's very consistent. Every delivery, every visitor, every person walking past the door, alarm system, max volume. But everything else runs, as you might expect, through voice controls, kind of like any other piece of tech probably would in 2021. So it's got these mics on either side, and it's got the trigger phrase, so you just say, "Hey Mac, get him." And it knows the trigger phrase, and the processing time has gotten shorter over the years through software updates, which is dope. But there are some quirks. So first of all, it can take a while to install new programs, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, especially games, and sometimes you have to reinstall them a few times before they work, but eventually the AI gets it. And there is this weird bug where the fetch game forced quits in the middle of the game for no reason. Not sure why, but maybe that can be fixed through a patch. Then Mac also has a high performance sport mode where everything just flies. But if you're gonna use that mode, just know you're gonna be cruising through the battery, so you'll for sure have to charge at least once to make it through the end of the day after that. Still pretty worth it to use this mode every once in a while because the Mac is way more enjoyable to own when you got this mode. But most of all, I think future versions are gonna wanna work on this sensor layout. I mean, the audio is pretty great and visual pickup is nice, but I feel like there's so much data going in that the OS isn't quite processing it all. Maybe it just needs more RAM, I guess, don't we all? But like sometimes the snout sensor will lock on to one thing and then throw off the whole rest of the autofocus system. Sometimes if you give it the wrong type of energy too many times, the AI learns and starts thinking it's seeing energy all over the place through those sensors, and it basically prioritizes all those false positives over everything else, trying to keep its battery full. Sometimes you'll give it a single voice command through the triggers and it...
Okay, so if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and also we want to reach 500 subscribers. Please help us reach 500 subscribers. So just click on the subscribe button and also ring the bell, or click on the bell there, so that anytime we upload a video you'll be the first to get it. Okay, thank you. So we've reached the end of the video and still nothing, right? So that's how Marcus Brownlee came to the end of his video. Surprisingly, it was an April Fool. Forgotten that was April, and it really got me laughing the whole day and keep on thinking about it. So I just want you guys to also have a feel in case you haven't watched this video. As I said earlier on, a link will be in the description. Just go ahead, click, and then watch. And don't forget, there will be surprises coming out from me probably in this month. So please, till we meet in the next video. Adios.